Hello guys, today I want to teach you about a library called EasyForm.js. What is the use of this library? Here look, in many of the big time projects there will be so many inputs. Inputs like radio buttons, selects like etc. Like I will open like this. Many big time projects have so many selects, different types of inputs like this. There will be so many and so many types. To make this all of these inputs and create a good looking design, it takes a lot of time. Like this whole inputs with validations will take at least a day to work. But by using this library called EasyForm.js, we can create a form with so many input fields like this with a good design easily in minutes using EasyForm.js. So today I want to teach you this. What is the main advantage of this? By using this we can decrease half time of the development, and also this library is very lightweight and reusable. If we use this library to make like we have so many pages like this, form 2 is a page, form 1 is a page, but we use same code for all of this. So what is the advantage is that since we use same code for every page, the final bundle size will be small, so the project weight will be small. When we deploy in servers, we can deploy it with less money. Features of EasyForm.js, like you can see, when we hit the submit, it will trigger validations, and also there is a on change validations. Here can you see there is a disables functions. These here you can see disable, some fields are disabled. Here when we click on select department, these fields then only be enabled like this. Another feature of EasyForm.js is like here, when I hit hide there are no options here. When I show, there are some other fields opens. Like think like this, sign up and login. When you hit login, you get some fields. When you hit sign up, you get some other fields like this. Another feature of EasyForm.js, like here there is no field. When I select department, here you can see available time has appeared. We can make some fields to hide and appear when we want. We can hide, we can disable, and we can select which options to show by using this library. This type of functions are very difficult, but by using this EasyForm.js library we can do it easily. I will open this library in the npm package. Yeah, you can see here, this is the library in the npm.js. It has a very less unpacked size, 120 KB, but the build size will be very less than 10 KB. Here there are 4 files. Here see, there are 2 files. This .mjs is the ESM module. This .mjs is used for Angular, React, Vue and other. This .umet.js useful for the projects which only JavaScript and HTML CSS are only used, not any React, Angular are used. This is for the Angular, React, Vue, React.NET, etc.
Guys, I will write the code from scratch, but before that, I want you to know two things. How the EasyForm JS connect to the form that we create, how this connects to this, and also second thing is very important, that is what is the layout of this form? It is a grid layout with 24 columns. Just wait a minute, I will show you. I will make it in full screen. Here guys, can you see here? There are total 24 columns. We can span every field respect to the columns. Like if we give here 6, it takes 6 columns, and it takes 6 columns. Like it took, for available form I gave 3 columns, so it took only 3 columns of width. This is same as like ant gutter, and also material you have provided some gutter like this, so we can create grid type layouts easily. And second thing I want you to know is how this form is connected and created by using the EasyForm.js. For this, we have to create a hook. This is a form handler hook like I have created. Like this is EasyForm library. We import a EasyForm function from this library and reset form fields function from this library. By using this function, we will create these types of forms easily. Like there are some form fields here. That means this form fields is an array of fields. Like there are total 10 fields here. Okay, this form field represent this types of thing. Form ID. Like we create many forms in every page, right? So we have to use a unique form ID for everything. This is a handle submit. Like if user provide any on submit function, like something have to happen before resetting fields, so we can do it here. This is a global on change function. Like if there any change happen here, this function will automatically trigger and it will do some functions for us. Like this is label color. Like for this, here is the green. Okay, here labels are in green color, right? By changing this, we can change the color of the labels. Like we can also get past. We can also get this value dynamically by passing this from child to parent by using another color or something. It's not a big deal, everyone can do it. That's not a same for the text color. Like now the text color is violet. Let's change it to black. You can see everything changed to black. We can create everything easily. And one more important thing is how we connect this hook to the form fields. You also have to know how we import this hook in the page where we create fields like this. Like let's say form 1. Yeah, here we import this use form handler hook. Remember this is very important. I will tell you about this in a minute. Yeah. Here you can see I have just write one line, 2 lines of code, and everything is created with such. We don't need to add many React states or hooks. So they are adding more functions and hooks make everything tough for the developer. So this EasyForm is very useful and easy. Okay, first we have to create a div. Remember the ID must be unique from every other forms. Remember, We need to pass this id in this form handler hook as first argument, and we can assign this form handler to a form ref, and we pass this form ref to this ref, and everything is connected. Now I want to tell you about this form 1. Here I imported this from another page. Let's go to that page, and I have just imported everything from there to here. This form 1 is an array of object of fields. Here you can see full name. You can have full name, the name. Here you can see label as full name. Here also full name. Remember, name must be also unique for every field object. And what is this type? This is just a text, right? Like that. We can give border, radius, placeholder, icon, everything, rules, minimum length required, call span. Here look this. For the size is SM because the screen is very small, right? For this I have give 12 columns. Like now I give 4 columns. Everything is crashed because the text is more. Let's give 8. Yeah, it looks good. Now I will write new code from scratch. Guys, let's create another page like form 4, and we will create a similar structure that connects the form handler hook to our field. Now let's create file name equal to form 4 fast and furious. Now let's use the React code snippet to create the structure of React component easily. Let it be for form 4. Yeah, just remove this. First thing, we need to import the hook, this hook, to our form 4. Yes, just use import statement. Import use form. There is no form here. Use form handler here. Here we can import this like this. Now we will first create a div element. We can create any other type of element, but I prefer div element. Just always remember, use a different id to everything. Form 4 first and 4. Now we will assign this. Now we will create an instance of this use form handler. Let's assign that to const form ref. Yes, sorry. Form ref. Now use form handler, and remember that we can pass 1 or 2 arguments here, but the first argument must be id. Second argument is the thing which makes all the fields appear in a form. We will create another file. Here you see I have some array of objects of the fields. Like this we will create another form called form 4. New file form 4.jsx. Yes. Const form 4 equal to array. Yeah, let's import this form 4 to our form 4.jsx. Import Now we will create another route for this form 4 page. Just go. The path name will be form 4. Element will be form 4. Form VS Code automatically imported this here. Just now let us check will this working or not. Go here. Yes, what happened? Is everything syntax error? SNS source mode does not provide an import. We did not provide an import. The form const export. Where is the form for this? There is no form for them. Sorry, it's completely my mistake. Sorry. I forgot to add double quotes here. That's why the issue is coming. Now let's check. Okay. We can see here there are no fields here. Only submit and clear fields are showing. This is because for form 4 I did not add any objects or fields here. Okay. Let me create first form field with label of full name. Type text. Just add label as the key. Full name. Where is that showing? What happened? Any is two. This is not an object. Sorry, I have to add this in the object. Yeah. After label, we need to add name. Don't forget to miss name. This is very important. I will always add label name as name of we need to definitely add the type of the object of this field. Sorry if my pronunciations are wrong. I am not good in English. Yeah, let's check. Does it works? Yeah, you can see it works, but there are no violations in this. Let's close that. Use split screens. Remove this console. Okay. After adding the type, let's add some icon. Icon is to always remember this is the form JS currently. With current version, it is only supporting FA icons only. I will use FA user. Yeah, you can see it appeared. After that, this looks stretched from full size, right? Let's use some call span to decrease this to 1/3 of the screen. Here use call span. Here S is capital. Here we have to create another object for mid screens MD equal to, let's give it a 12, half the size. For small screens give it a 6. what happened, it takes 6. Total we have 24 columns. It takes 6, this will take 6, this takes 6. Total 4 types of fields can be created like this. Copy paste 1 2 3 4. Here's a total 4 are in order. Let's give it as a 12 because it is not looking good. Most useful thing of this is from JS is we can add rules here in this array of object and create like this required is to true. Then we have what messages have to show means message is to enter your full name. Here you can see a red asterisk appeared, and if I submitted an error message throws. But if you want any other validation like minimum length or other thing, we can also add that also here only. Just min is to 4. Why is this error showing? Sorry, I have to add here this. Yeah, you can see min letters is showing. It's good. Now we will create an email field. We need to add label, name and type to everything, to every field in this array. Always remember that, don't forget that. It's an email. Okay. Name is also email. Email. Type is email. Type is to email. What happened? Nothing showed here. Everything looks perfect. Label, name, type. Sorry. We need to add type also in double quotes. Here you can see it showed, but I don't like the call span. Let's copy this. Oh shit. It's a comma error. Okay, everything is nice. Since it is a email, we will add a rules and some pattern, like it can only support email patterns only. Okay, let's create rules. Rules equal to array of. First we need to add a required true. First we have to add required equal to true object with its message. Something is an error. Is equal to an double quotes. Why is this error showing? This sorry. This is an object, right? Total my mistake. An asterisk and an email warning. Next we will add another rule called pattern. We need to add message for this also. Message. Enter valid email. Serial. Here see, now the pattern also working. Now let's create a field type of select, so we can select it from the options. As always, label and name and placeholder and type are common for everything. Label equal to, let's give it what is your profession. Profession like engineer, teacher, etc. Type is to, it's a select, so we have to give it as a select. Next, it's showing error, it's a comma related error. Type of or name. Name is to, let's give it as profession. Let's save it. Oh, since there are no options, it's throwing an error. Let's give an options. Options. Options is to, we have to give an array of objects here also. That label is to engineer. When we select the label engineer in the select type, then what value must be selected internally? So we have to pass a value. Value is to eng. Here you get an option. Let's give one more option. Label is to teacher. Then selected value equal to teach. Now let's create another type, auto select. This is almost same as select type, but what is the changes that we have to change the type as auto select. Always remember, names must be different for both of these. So we have to, what is the profession? Let's here for select we have used profession, so we will use something like role. Here what happened, there is what is the role type? Auto select spelling is wrong. Sure, we have to give auto complete. Yeah. Here you get like, if I enter teacher, it show teacher. If I enter something that's not in the option, then we don't get any options here. Let's add rules for this. Rules is to required is to true. Then the message have to show like, enter your role of something big here, commerce. Engineer type, enter the role. Yes, let's enter submit first. This throw an error. First select I did not add any role, so it's not throwing any error. Like this we will create other types like date time also. Type equal to date. Here we get the date. Let me create the time field also. Here easily we get the time field also. Let's add some calls. Call span is to instead of. Let me create another field called type phone, so it can only take type of numbers, and we can give maximum and minimum type of numbers, like it can only have 10 members. It can only have 10 numbers. It looks ugly, so I will give a call span of, let's give a different number, right, this time. So it's not work. Why call span is 2, give the brackets not added, sm is to 8. I can only add numbers here, but I can add any type of numbers here. So let's give, in India we can have only 10 numbers for the phone, so let me give a minimum and maximum numbers, minimum and maximum length of numbers for phone. We can give it in rules. Here, since we only entered only 4, it is saying that enter at least 10 numbers, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and the errors, but we can add more than 10 numbers, which is also incorrect. So let me add another rule called maximum rule. Max max only 10 numbers. Let's see, throwing error. Please enter 10 numbers. When I enter 10 numbers, it is showing no error. When I enter 11 numbers, it is also showing enter only 10 numbers. Now we will create another type called upload type. This is not very tough, this is just a simple thing, so I will just write it very fast. Here you can see we can select it, select this, select open, and it is showing the file here. Guys, you can see here there is no placeholder, the placeholder is empty for some fields. It is because there is another key called placeholder. We have to add this for full name, email and phone number also. When we add them, then only the placeholder will be shown. Guys, now I will teach you about the other functions of the EasyForm.js. Like in general, in some cases there will be some fields, like if we enter some data in one field, that can make the other field to appear. We can make email disappear when there is no value in the full name. We can do this by going to the object of full name and add another field called disable. Disable is to name of this email. What is the name of this email? It's email. Add this, add a comma. Here you can see when there is no data in full name, the email is disabled. When I enter some data, the email is working. There will be some cases where this role has to be appear when profession is selected. For that cases, we can disappear this role by hiding this in the profile object. Let's go to the profile object. Here it is. We need to add one more field called hide when. And what is the name of this role? It's role. This role. Here we can see when there is no profession, the role is not there. Like this.
Like this, by adding disable and hide when, we can make hiding forms easily.
Here see, when I select profession, role appears. When I select role, date of birth appears. When I select date of birth, time appears. Like this we can do advanced operation using EasyForm.js. There is one more very important feature in the EasyForm.js. It is making a group of fields appear when we select a radio button. We need to add some options for the radio button also. Options. Here you see two buttons have appeared. Let's create some other fields. So when I click on login, they appear. Here when we add this field, it is showing directly. So we have to make this field to be shown when only login is clicked in this radio button. To make that, we need to use two more keys, show when and show value. Show and in this we need to add the name of this radio button. If we have more different radio buttons, we have to link these fields with this name, right? Login page. Here we need to add another key, show value. In this we need to add some of these. If we add login here, when we select login, then only this field will be shown. Currently it is not working. I need to check it why it's not working. Username, uses it. I did not add name here. We need to add name to every field. Still it is not working. Why? Login page correct, login correct, show value, show and shit. I didn't. I forgot. Show when only has one value, so we don't have to use the array. Yeah, here see. When I select login, it's working. When I select sign up, it's disappearing. Yes, let's copy this more. Copy, paste. Now we will add this sign up. There are two fields with same username. First we have to change this. Control plus T. Username, after that we will add address. Type text area. Control plus here see. When I hit login, there is username and there is address. But I want this address only to show when I enter sign up. So I need to remove this login and add this sign up. Here see when I enter this sign up, then only address will be shown. For now I want username to shown when I click on login and also when I click on sign up. To make this we need to add this other option also here. See, when I hit sign up, both fields are showing because here show value has sign up is have in sign up is there in the show value of these two fields. Now we will see the output of this data. Here when I enter submit, you can see the errors are coming. When I enter clear field, the errors are going. This console, I have added many console logs in my library. I will remove it later in the later versions. See, when we add all data, please don't mind about this. These are all console logs I have added. I have added many console logs. That's why it's showing like this. Let's see. Why is it showing an error? Because yeah, we did not add phone numbers digits. Here you see submit data from hook. This is in our hook file. Here, this is console logging here. We can add some other functions here to make. Here you can see submit data from hook is calling data. This data is having all the values of this form. You can use it. You can use this data and you can store it in other state variables, and you can call an API here. You can call a API or do any other functionalities to make your code. Submit data from hook is calling this data. This data is containing all the data of this form. What are the values are there? It is all showing here, including the file size, type, etc. You can add an API call here or do any useful functions to make your website more easy, very dynamic. And we can decrease the size of our websites or app easily. Thank you very much for watching this video completely.
You can find the code in the GitHub in the description of this video.